Hey YouTube, it's Chris from Universe X, and I am here today to talk about some great news that I thought I was gonna actually record and talk about on Monday, but actually, it's just gonna be today. So, first and foremost, we got a couple topics to talk about. One, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, help me grow the channel. I'll help by putting out more content. I love doing it. Some people like watching it, some people even love watching it, so thank you. Second, we are at the cutoff for our contest with the Broly leaders. We got up to 100 or 236 subscribers at the moment. I guess I lost one, so I'm at 235. So I will only be giving out the yellow Broly. Now, it could be a couple days before I happen to put up the video for the drawing of the names. So if somebody can, share enough, share this, get more likes on and comments and entries and subscribers, just 15 more subscribers and both Broly leaders go out. But otherwise, I'll be doing that about midweek. I'll be calling out the winner to the yellow Broly, and the link to the just thing will be down the bottom. And yeah, moving past that, the third topic before I move right into this video is that I found this monstrous, sexy beast, and it's just, let me just slowly bring that up to the camera. Let me just, that's so good. So, yeah. So, I mean, it's lit, and I think it's just gonna make its way on, that shelf. I'll move this stuff down, I'll move that stuff to the bottom, and then I'll just have Broly kind of and it is what it is. So, bing! Anywho, we're gonna get right into it, now that we've not gotten right into it. And I'm actually gonna talk about some of the spoilers that came out today. They're actually crazy cool. We got the first look at dual colored cars today. I'm pulling up some of the things I have on my phone. So the first thing that I wanna do is actually just show you guys the video so you can get hyped up. It's not gonna have sound because it was done off of a camera at a convention. Shout out to the dude who got this video and spoiled the entire DBSTCG community like a boss. I think before I keep going, let me see if I can just find this guy, just because I think that he deserves the clout. I think his name's Paul Diaz. Thank you, Paul Diaz, for sharing this. But yeah, let me just go quickly into the video. Let's see what it do. Pretty flashy, huh? So I think it's actually really crucial to get a couple of good points right down the floor. Point 1, even though this is supposed to be the introduction of the next block, it supports archetypes from the first block. The 2 color combinations that we're starting off with are red, green, and blue, yellow. Red, green being a hybrid between Gogeta, red, and Broly, green from set 6, while the villains, the Agents of Destruction, are clearly bumping the Agents of Destruction motif and bumping Janemba, which I don't think needs more cards, in blue and Bojack in yellow. Now, it's kind of interesting because I did not see the red-green coming. We haven't had red-green be like super intertwined and since like, you know, old, you know, set 1 decks. You know, they just didn't really kind of go together. However, outside of TOP veggies. However, the blue-yellow, not only did I kind of see that coming, I kind of dreaded the idea of blue and yellow being on the same card because there are too many good cards, mostly defensive, that can come off of red or a yellow or blue energy. That being said, it is what it is. Your Janemba decks now have access to Nimbus, Crusher Ball, and Sensu, and D-Magic, and there's just a lot going on. So, I think the first thing to do would actually be to turn the attention to some of these cards. We're going to look at them in depth. We've got 3 new keywords. I believe the keywords off the top of my head, Alliance, Arrival, and Aegis. So let's actually dive right into this right now. So the first card we're actually going to talk about is Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, SSB Gogeta Resonant Explosion, and that one actually introduces the Arrival thing. So this bad boy's got 20,000 power. He's a red-green card. And the first thing I want to talk about before I even get to Arrival is actually a new effect that I didn't think Bandai would have the foresight to put in, but I am so glad they did. It's actually the Energy Exhaust. It's the 3rd keyword skill on this card, but Energy Exhaust states that if this card is placed in the battle or energy area from any area, it must be placed there in rest mode. First off, let's give it up for Bandai, because Energy Exhaust honestly is the kind of preventative keyword that we need Bandai to do with other things. Like, we need them to not wait for sets to happen before they start making these cards checked. This is a good effect, and yes, we have Unyielding, yes, we have Sensu, yes, Leaders Can Awaken, but at least these multifaceted cards have to have a drawback from being played. But that being said, let's get back into it. So this guy actually has Quadruple Strike? I think that actually is Quadruple Strike. That's actually nasty. I'm sorry, I'm still looking at some of these cards myself. I actually didn't notice that because when they circled, it looked like, I could very well be wrong, but it looks like this thing has Quadruple Strike, which is kind of crazy. Either way, Arrival. Red-green, okay? 1 red as a cost. And Arrival says play this card from your hand when you have a red and green card in your combo area. So then, I mean, you cheat them out. So basically what this means is, you know, you could swing with your leader, okay? They don't negate. Combo red card, combo green card. At this point, you may now, in the combo phase, pay 1 red to slam this dude on the field. That's good, that's good. And that can't be Quadruple Strike, that'd be so stupid. When you play this card, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 4 or less and KO it. You cannot play this card for the duration of the turn. So if that is Quadruple Strike, because you'll see in the picture it's kind of like marked off by like the red, that's actually kind of just gross. Like, this dude just comes down for big damage, and we do like big damage, but sometimes that can be a little oppressive if you get my drift. So the Arrival is kind of cool. It seems like this card is very, very strong, but it also asks you to -3 to play it. And granted, you know, if -3 is for game, that's not really much of a problem, but it still is going to ask you to -3, and that's the most important part about this card. However, if I'm not just being illiterate, and that is quadruple strike, then this card is monstrous. It's a very good addition, and it makes the green cards, the green movie cards for Goku and Vegeta, actually make more sense in this deck. Now, the card has the ability to blow up a card with 4 or less, which is kind of minor because most boss cards will be higher, but this thing can still hit plenty of things. Shinrans, Purungas, chain attacks they can't evolve onto next turn because they're dead at all costs. This thing actually does hit a lot of stuff, so that's pretty cool. Now, moving on to the next mechanic. We've got the Broly card, which is Resonant, well, full power Broly Resonant Explosion. Now this dude is an EX Evolve, okay? EX Evolve, and it's red, green, green. Broly BR card with an energy cost of 4. So he evolves off the starter for either the 6 or 4, 6, 8 line, or the 4, 7 line. But either one, or the promo pack has a 4-drop. So any of the initial Brolys can evolve into this guy. Energy Exhaust, once again, if you play him in your energy, he's coming in tapped. Thank you again, Bandai. Now his keyword skill is Alliance, red/green. When this card attacks, you may activate this skill by choosing 1 or more red or green battle cards in your battle area and switching them to rest mode. This card gains power equal to the total power of the card switched to rest mode and triple strike for the duration of the turn. That's powerful. This guy takes 3 energy to play out and can potentially swing and go up. Like, you swing with it and you have to be negated. You cannot not be negated. The way this deck works, especially with the way Broly is, you could swing with this dude. Like, you could play a 4-drop and they're like, okay, what's a 4-drop gonna do? Swing with the 4-drop. Cool. EX Evolve into this big dude. Cool. Swing. Tap my 8-drop Broly in something else. This dude is going up to at least 50k plus whatever else you want to put on it. Triple strike. This could be a game ender. This could be something that even without the secret rare, you can blow through somebody's hand offensively. And what's the worst part? If they try to swing on you, if they try to, you know, just try to kill your Broly, you still have your 8-drop or your 6-drop Broly able to pop their card on swing. So this actually might fit really well. Like, I think this card may actually allow you to play some red in the deck. We'd have to figure out exactly what there is to play, but I'm sure if this card can go the distance, if it can add another layer of gameplay, Triple Strike is already good. Triple Strike is how you can kind of fudge with some of the Janimbas, because you can get them down to 3 very easily, and then they have to start burning their negates every single turn to not take this wreck. So I think this could potentially be a good card if we can find the right red cards to slot into Broly. Crazy, crazy. Last thing, permanent. If you play this card with Evolve, it cannot be KO'd by your opponent. Excellent card, because now that Broly is a contender, lots of people will try to force your chain. And with this card being the way it's worded, the cards that may be played to force your chain maybe can't force your chain anymore if you go into this instead of riding up the chain. And that is also something to consider. Now, moving over to the third keyword, we're gonna go to the next card. I can't quite read this. Janimba, Agent of? See, I'm sorry. The cards aren't really that big, and so it's kind of hard for me to see. I see Janimba, Resonant Agent of Destruction. Okay, so Janimba, Resonant Agent of Destruction. Blue, yellow, okay? And this dude has Aegis, of course. That's the third and final keyword. But his ability actually says Barrier. First off, he's got Barrier like all the other Janimbas, barf barf. Aegis, blue/yellow, once per turn. If it's your opponent's turn, and you can activate this during the defense step by placing cards from your hand in your drop area that match all colors specified by Aegis. Then you choose up to 2 of your energy and untap them. Already, that's nasty. You don't really even have to go past that. That is nasty. The ability to discard 2 cards to untap 2 energy during the defense step. Yes, you're already in your combo step, but you know how Janimba is. You already run a bunch of super combos. If you can just untap 2 energy and then start comboing off, that needs to be the difference between you being alive and you not being alive. But furthermore, When this card activates Aegis, if there are no Evil Incarnate cards in play in your battle area, other than this card, place one card from the top of your opponent's deck into the drop area. So this is more utility. Yes, it does mill one card, but this guy on the field can sit and untap your energy mid-combo step, and he has barrier, so he's a important card to destroy. Broly's will have to go up the chain in order to pop this through barrier. Other decks will need to get this off the field, attack on your active position, which could still lead to this guy protect himself. Starts off at 20k, big-bodied fellow, untaps 2 by discarding 2 cards. Now I know the Janemba doesn't really have that much of a hand, and that's the hard part, but at the same time, this card is a pinch hitter. He really can help you untap the energy necessary to survive, and that is absolutely crazy. So those were the 3 new cards that got spoiled. We also had 2 other cards at the end of the video. I believe a OG Broly as well as Goku Black. And I would love to see more Goku Black support. It's a crazy deck, and while I kind of want to shy away from energy destruction, it's an interesting, kind of valuable little asset that could be explored. But I think these cards were really, 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 really cool, and I think they add layers to the gameplay. This is kind of scary, but at the same time, the Janemba card requires you to minus, and keeping a fair amount of hand size to defend yourself was always one of Janemba's hardest struggles. If half the time it's what has you winning or losing, not exactly what your opponent does past how much pressure they can apply to your already fragile cantrip, but this card allows you to open up energy for those cantrips in exchange for lessening the amount of combo cards you have, which is fairly even trade in my books. The Broly, biggest part about it is finding the space to put red in the deck. The deck already has a bunch of dead cards, so finding red may not even be the hardest part. The Gogeta is very easy to play, and I feel like it's also very deadly, so we've got some cards. Not to mention that on the 1st, they'll release the rest of the cards. So I'll be able to have a follow-up video letting you know what the 2 Bojacks do, the side Janemba, the side Broly, and the side Gogeta do. And I'm very, very excited to have you guys look at that. So I just want to say thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, help me grow the channel. And I'll see you guys actually the next time you decide to stop by Universe X. I may be putting out a little video. I feel like Legends PvP may be on the schedule tomorrow, but I most certainly will be putting up another Dragon Ball Super TCG video on Monday because there will be more spoilers from this set. Again, thanks. You guys have a great night. Peace.